We back, this time with a full auto of the brand new boss, Nibble. Nah, forget that. I'm gonna call her Nibblers. I swear Night of the Lake was the last interesting boss B-side made. Orochi was alright until a dev from hell got his hands on it. Then we got a turd for a boss, and now we have the Last Stand wannabe. The minimum score to get to is 12k, and we'll do our best to reach that. I've got two setups to show: a budget team made up of farmable units, banner units, and units available through the new player selectors, and an invested team for those with more resources. Let me show you what I got. Look at this beautiful landscape that B-side has given this boss. You can see on the horizon there, on your left is the morgue, and on the right is the graveyard. And this is really important, because if you don't have a frontline that can survive this boss, the only thing you can do is die. This is ridiculous. This is hard. I was looking at the stats after playing on Expert going, oh, okay. She only has half the attack stat of Expert. I shouldn't need an Ecclesia. I shouldn't need somebody with immortality. No. I'll be fine. I can use a Hilde. I was wrong. A Hilde gets melted. This is a sniper, by the way. The ads don't even mess with a Hilde that much. It's the boss. This boss is a sniper, and somehow can melt a defender with 5% MDL and godlike defense stats. Why? Anyway, so there's a lot of RNG to this fight. You may have to restart a couple of times. Linjian does need to live so that you can pop out all your guys and hopefully shoot this boss to death and get a nice minimum score. This the work you have to do for the min score. Fun. For the budget team, I'm running Lake with Kimhana as the operator. You'll notice that my Calacia is lead right now, but if you remove the DP mod, you'll want to lead Shinatsu. For 4chan, we're going to want to run tank gear, as much ground res as we can afford. At Calacia, we definitely want as much skill haste as possible. I'm just running a maze here, but more the better. Linjian, we want on tanky CDR. I'm running the free-to-play set here. It sort of works okay. Might need to do a few restarts, but if you can get her tankier with some more CDR, that works too. Shinatsu can run on this set, but obviously more CDR is better. Rivet, we want range damage, anti-sniper, anything that gives her anti-ground damage, anti-sniper damage. Yang, we want on tanky CDR, for the better. And Warden, same as Rivet, we want on anti-sniper, range damage, attack, anything that gives anti-ground. And then Hilde will be best on CDR. I didn't put any gear on her here because I really didn't have any other free-to-play sets to use, but CDR would be best. So there is a ton of RNG to this fight, and you may have to restart a couple of times. And you'll notice we have our 4chan here, because we're going to use 4chan to go ahead and force the boss to phase change. But due to the nature of having a ton of ads and thinking that it's a last stand stage, there's a lot of crit RNG and a lot of things that you need to take into consideration, like that dog hound creature thing that just did his flippy spinny bullshit and jumped into your backline. If that doesn't happen, which surprisingly can happen, and Linjian doesn't stay back safe, then Linjian's more than likely going to die and won't be able to get her ultimate off. And so we actually can be able to get the ultimate here. And okay, so Linjian may get tripped, but she'll get and not be allowed to do anything, and it's actually hilarious to watch. She'll eventually be able to get her ultimate off, and it doesn't actually mess up too much timing. So if you see that, just go ahead and let it do its thing. Also, I promise you, my TUs have nothing to do with this Ahilde drop in the shield. There is something with the phase, or there's a discrepancy on when that ultimate happens. It can actually happen before my Ahilde drops. You could also dodge everything and not even need Ahilde. Ahilde is just kind of I got tired of trying to play with dodge RNG. But even still, we're going to get some more ultimates off. That second Linjian ultimate's actually kind of important here. We do need the extra DP because unless Mordred dodges this ultimate here, she's just going to die again. But it's okay. She dies with ultimate, and she immediately deploys as Swan ults. So now we can actually sit here and get our ultimate off, and we're not really playing with too many buffs, so respawn's okay. We still do a buttload of damage. And of course, Mordred's going to be taking the top spot, but our defenders, they're actually able to do some damage because it's a sniper. Alright, gear for the invested team. We are running Enterprise as a ship and Sysop as the operator. Achan, we are going to be running full tank on him. We need it to get 2 specials off before it dies. Ecclesia, we're going to be running CDR. We only need a couple ground res pieces. The rest can be anti-ground damage. For Lin Jian, we're going to be running tanky CDR. We want to be quick with her ultimate. Shinatsu is the same. We need her as fast as possible. We don't have to run tank hands per se, but we do need her to be able to spam heals and ults. Mordred, we're going to be doing double anti-sniper, stacking as much crit damage and anti-sniper damage as we can. Surya, we are actually going full ult amp on her. She doesn't do a lot of damage with her special, but her ultimate does true damage, so we're going to try to capitalize on that. And then Swan, we are going with CDR. I am running damage CDR. She does have the origin buff, so she can actually survive without ground res. And then, of course, Ahilde, we are just going to run Mage CDR. She is tanky already on her own, so we don't really need ground res. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope this helps you get them on the score this season. I hope you've all enjoyed me slowly losing my mind over the course of the last couple of days. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're feeling extra special, you can join the Mage Institute by clicking the join button. You can catch me on Discord, link is in the description, and if you want to support this channel, there's a link in the description for that too. As always, I will see you all next time.